Morning, we're talking about the secret to getting happy. Best-selling author and Kansas City native Will Bowen is here to talk about his new book, Happy This Year. Now, of course, after the events of yesterday, I kind of feel like we need to talk about some happiness. You know, this is your third book.
Yes.
How did you even come about to choose happiness? Why did you choose it?
Well, for a couple of reasons. Number one, the first book that I wrote, A Complaint-Free World, people who took the 21-day challenge to try and go 21 days without complaining, the most common response they gave me was that they felt happier. And I got to thinking, well, exactly how happy can we be? And then I was in China on a speaking tour, and I had lunch with a Chinese billionaire, and the man is 40 years old, he's a billionaire, and he told me he wasn't happy. And so it set me on a path to really discover what brings us happiness. And one of the things I want to make sure we understand is happiness is not pouring pink paint on our problems. It's not about being all the time. I mean, what happened in Boston yesterday was a real challenge, and it's a tragedy. It's going to take time for us to move through that.
Now, you're talking about that billionaire you had dinner with. That kind of goes to my next question. Can money buy us happiness?
Absolutely not. Study after study has found that if you earn about $15,000 a year and you go to $50,000, you will see a measurable increase. But if you go from $50,000 to $500,000, it's negligible. In fact, 10% of people who earn over $1 million a year say that they're less happy as a result, because it's a struggle and it's a strain. You never wonder if people are being nice to you because you're rich or because you actually, and there's also a fear of losing the money when you have a lot of money.
Gotcha. Now, we were just talking about the events in Boston yesterday. So, I mean, there are a lot of tips in here and some good information, but what are just maybe a couple tips that people at home can take today just to kind of find that happiness?
Well, one of the things that I've discovered is that every happy person I've interviewed believes they're a happy person. I like to say the best vitamin for happiness is B1. You just tell people you are happy and it begins to activate happiness feelings inside of you. And the second thing that I recommend is find something nice to do for somebody. That has been shown time and time again, that if you will do something nice for other people, you will feel happier, and not only will you feel happier, but the interesting thing is people around you will also feel happier as a result.
Wow, and you know, and one thing I opened the book and I was looking at a couple things. Smile. I've heard that before. Just smile.
Just smile. There was a study done where they had students carry a pencil in their teeth and do this. And then they had another group of students carry a pencil in their lips, which caused them to frown. And they then tested their happiness levels. And the ones who smiled were significantly happier.
Wow. Now, we were talking earlier. You have a 17-year-old daughter.
Yes.
So does she read your books?
She does, actually. She's my editor. She's my best editor. She's very fair, but she's very precise. She's like, Dad, you need to massage this, you need to change this, and her hands are all over this. She's very good.
Wow. So you kind of have a partner.
Yes, I do.
In this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's great. So, and also you were telling me that this book's only been out a week, but you had some good news.
Yeah, it was the #2 best-selling book on Kindle for nonfiction. It's the #1 happiness book in the United States. It's number 40 on Amazon in England and number 37 in China. So it's already in the top 40 all over the world in a week.
Wow. How do you think your perspective differs from some other authors that have wrote about this subject?
You know, the one thing that I offer, I think, that's unique is that I believe, you know, happiness truly is subjective, and you need to set a happiness goal. In fact, we have a Happy Stat app that you can download to your phone, gets you to set a happiness goal, and then measures your progress. And it's available at happythisyear.com.
Gotcha. And then also, if they're doing electronically, they can download the book electronically.
At the same time.
All right. Well, Will Bowen, thank you very much for joining us.
My
today.
honor.
We really appreciate it. Again,
Thank you very much, man.
the book is Happy This Year. So there you go.